Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. My friends, what's going on, everyone? My name's Kai. Welcome to the channel. I've got Hugo with me. Guys, today I have a update for you on my mental health. You okay, Hugo? Today I've got an update for you on my mental health. I haven't done one of these videos in about 2 months, and I think that it's important for you guys to know where I'm at and where I'm at in my recovery and everything like that. So, first of all, things are not going good. But before I talk about the negative, let's talk about the positive. You okay there, Hugo? Let's talk about the positive. First of all, I am 1,336 days sober. 1,336 days sober. That is amazing. I have officially passed Roman Reigns' WWE Championship reign. It was like 1,300 days or something like that. And finally, I have become the champion, my friends. Nailed it. Okay, so, addiction. It's going good. On the drinking alcohol side. Now, this is something that I've mentioned on live stream before. Because I think that it's very important to admit your problems and come forward with your problems, because that way you can start working on them. You know, so I've said it on my channel before, and I'll say it in a video now. I'm addicted to caffeine. Hi, Hugie. At first, I kept telling myself that, you know, everybody drinks caffeine. It's not even a big deal if you're addicted to caffeine, because it's it's not an intoxicating drug. It's not something that's going to ruin your family. You know what I mean? I've never heard of a family being torn apart because of someone's coffee drinking. You know what I mean? However, I've been trying to stop drinking energy drinks now for about 2 months. And it's very hard for me to do. And I've realized now that it is an addiction. It's not just a bad diet choice. It's not just a bad whatever. It's an addiction. You know, I'm replacing alcohol with energy drinks because it's a fizzy drink that alters my mood, I wouldn't say it intoxicates me, because it's caffeine, you know what I mean? But when you're somebody like myself who live streams for sometimes 14 hours a day, I'm talking the whole time, and I'm trying to entertain you guys the entire time. You know what I mean? And I gotta tell you, it's very, very tough to be entertaining for such a long time without that energy. You know, I've been relying on it to keep me up and awake during my live streams and stuff like that. The live streams are not worth my health. Doing live streams where I talk a little bit more than I would is not worth my health. So, I every day am trying to quit energy drinks. Every day. I want to let you know I went 3 days without them. And I was really, really happy. And then we had a total shitstorm here at my house. And, yeah, things are not good. So I kind of relapsed on it. Either way, I am trying to quit. And that's what I'll be doing in the future. Quitting energy drinks. Okay, so now, for the negative. When it comes to my suicidal thoughts, they're the worst they've ever been. They're the worst that they've ever been, because I want to let you guys know I don't have any plans on hurting myself, ever. This month has been rough. I got into a huge fight with my roommate. My roommate has a complete stranger, a complete stranger to me, living in our house. And it's been very tough for me, having this random person on my couch all the time, in his underpants. Because of this, I told my roommate I'm only paying half rent. if we're going to have somebody living with us, I'm only paying half rent. So, yesterday, when I paid him half rent, he got very mad at me and told me that if I don't give him the rest of rent in 2 days, then I'm kicked out of the house. Now, keep in mind, I am a caretaker for this person. I have been helping this person non-stop for years. Years. I have done things for this person that are so embarrassing for the other person that I will not talk about it because I have class. But I have bent over backwards for this person. And during our argument, he told me that I don't do anything for him, ever. Not only that, he told me that he doesn't appreciate anything I do. And he told me that he does way more for me than I do for him. Even though in the 3 years that I've lived here, he's never done a single thing for me. He's never cleaned a dish. He's never wiped the counter. He's never cleaned the toilet. Ever. When I moved in here and I cleaned the bathroom, he said thank you. The bathroom hasn't been cleaned in 17 years. So for this person to tell me that was unbelievably mean. Not only that, but afterwards he told me, oh, and by the way, all my friends that come over, they all hate you. They all hate you and they don't like coming over when you're here because they hate you. What a mean, evil thing to say to somebody. What an evil, mean thing to say to somebody. That being said, I can no longer live here. For my mental health, I can no longer live here. I have been doing so much for this person, and to not get any recognition for it at all is mind-blowing for me. So, I need to find a new place. I need to find a new place, and it's going to be rough because my financial situation is not good. However, I need to find a new place because if I don't find a new place, I feel like bad things are going to happen. Okay? So, that being said, I've been under a lot of stress. Having a random stranger living in your house, sitting in their underpants on your couch, is unbelievably weird, and I hate it. Either way, what I've done is I'm looking for apartments right now. It's very hard to find apartments where I live because I live in a pretty expensive town. But hopefully, I don't know if it's a scam or anything, but I have talked to somebody who will show me an apartment on next week at some point, and it's available for moving in on August 1st. If that happens, I paid first and last month's rent when I moved in here. So if that happens, I won't need to pay for my rent next month. I can take that, I can put it right into the Japan fund. I can put that $733 right into the Japan fund. But I will be moving. I can't stay here anymore. If I stay here any longer, I feel like I will be a threat to myself or I will be a threat to others. You know what I mean? And I think it's a good thing to know that and to get to that point. So I need to go. Yeah, mentally, it's been rough. I've been having unbelievably bad nightmares. My latest nightmare that I've been having over and over again involves getting injured out in the wilderness. I mean, it kind of makes sense because I've been talking a lot about hiking and stuff, but I get injured out in the wilderness and I have to get like air-coptered away, you know? And instead of putting me in the helicopter, what they do is they put me on a gurney, right? Like on a hospital gurney, so I'm all strapped in. I can't move or anything. And then there's two hooks at the end of the gurney. Like at each side of the gurney, there's a hook, right? And then what they do is they hook me with chains to the wing of the helicopter. And the blade of the helicopter is like right at my feet, you know? So I'm sitting there in a gurney, flopping around in the air, thousands of feet in the air, while this helicopter is doing all of its maneuvering, and I'm just on this gurney floating around. It is awful. It is an awful dream. God. So, my dreams, awful. They have not been good lately, and I know that it probably has a lot to do with me being stressed. I'm hoping that when I get out of here, that'll get better. Also, a positive thing about getting out of here is my roommate smokes like a chimney indoors. It'll be really nice to move to an apartment where I'm not getting cancer every time I step into the front room. And the thing is, I know that I smoke, but I don't need to be near secondhand smoke all fucking day long. Either way, guys, I am safe. I am safe. When it comes to my suicidal ideation, I am safe. I don't want to hurt myself. I really don't. I don't have any intentions on hurting myself. And that's why this whole thing is so frustrating to me. Because I don't have these intentions. I have these desires, but I don't have any intentions. And it's really frustrating. Hopefully, with my therapy, I can work through these things. Unfortunately, with my therapy, I only have 3 sessions left. Sessions are $130, and right now, I just don't have that kind of money to pay. So, I'm hoping that over the next 3 weeks, she can really help me, get me a lot of like paperwork and stuff that can help me, and hopefully I'll be okay. But I will be on my own trying to raise money to help me stay in therapy. I'm gonna do that on my own though. I'm not gonna like bug you guys on the channel about that. Either way, guys, thank you for all your support. Yeah. Oh, I might as well tell you about my life too. So, guys, this is my life plan. This is my new life plan. Okay, from now until September, I'm going to be focused on making content for the channel, videos for the channel, long form content for the channel. All summer long, that's what I'm focused on. In September, I'm going to desperately try and get into the job market again. I'm going to work from September until July. I'm going to save all of that money because the money I get from the government will be enough to pay for my rent. So the money I make from my job, I should be able to just put all of that in the bank. I'll be saving up until July, and then in July, I will be going to Japan. I'll be going from July until July, August, September. I'll be staying until September, and then I'm going to go to Vietnam for a week, and then I'm going to come back to Japan, and I'm going to stay until the end of December. And then I'm going to go to maybe Laos for a week, or Cambodia, or the Philippines for a week. And then I'm going to re-enter Japan because Canadians can only stay in Japan for 180 days a year. But the way that I'm planning this trip is that the first 180 days basically runs out when the next 180 days begins, you know? So, I am planning on living in Japan for an entire year. I'm planning on living there for an entire year. I'm really hoping that with the savings that I put away, I'll be able to do that. And I'm really hoping that the channel kind of takes off a little bit more by then. If I can average $250 a month from my YouTube channel, I should be able to survive down there. Yeah, so that's what my plan is right now. I will be going to Japan. Unfortunately, due to financial reasons and mental health reasons, I won't be able to bike across Japan. But, as I said in my previous video, I will be climbing Mount Fuji. That's going to be amazing, and it's going to be very hard. Either way, guys, I just wanted to give you an update on how I'm feeling. I'm not feeling good, but there are positive things coming in the future, and I'm excited about that. Other than that, guys, thank you for watching. I really appreciate you. I'll talk to you later. Bye!
Thank you for watching Soba Living. Please leave a like and subscribe. This act is very human.